everybody. Welcome to a special episode, a summertime show of the Fanboy Cantina. This is not a technical difficulties with the split screen this time. Fanboy G himself is taking the night off. He's got some other things cooking. So here I come to talk about some summertime exciting things and to show our summertime studio for the Fanboy Cantina. So let's start with, where are we? Hey, Jim Kimmel. Appreciate the patience, Mr. Campbell. Appreciate the patience. Hope it's worth your wait. So where was I? Okay, so where are we in space and in time? Well, right now we're in the new Fanboy Cantina Summer Studio, and we're in that time of summer where we're just past the 4th of July, but we're not yet at the date of 7-Eleven. And what's significant about 7-Eleven, the date, is it corresponds to 7-Eleven the store, and that's when they go for Free Slurpee Day. Okay, now what could be more exciting or what could be more summertime than Free Slurpee Day? I tell you, around these parts, we might have been known from year to year to chase down a few different 7-Elevens on Free Slurpee Day. We might like to compare notes of one 7-Eleven to the next. To me, that's a very worthwhile way to go about summertime. So that being said, our other feature, another thing that makes summertime a little good is, the good old 4th of July. As you can see, we got some Uncle Sam's behind me, courtesy of Party City. And something else that we've featured on the channel from time to time is the good old Geeki Tikis. So amongst the Geeki Tikis today, and right after the 4th of July, let's start with some recognition for good old Captain America. And just look at that chiseled jaw. What a look at that shield. So this is clearly the plastic non-ceramic variety of Geeki Tiki, which could have all kinds of advantages to it. Slightly different look. I know I've consumed beverage before on the channel out of this Hulk Geeki Tiki, and again, he's just a big green gamma loaded monster. A couple other character entries. Include Spider-Man here and Iron Man here. So again, the as always, the Geeki Tikis have such a great carving, such a great display. Just something to make your summertime beverage a little bit more fun to participate in. So we're all about trying to make summertime enjoyment around here. So now that we've looked at all of that, I'm just gonna get to doing a little clicking over here. And in that clicking, we're gonna give the story behind the summertime studio for the cantina. And so we're having a little delay in it getting loaded up, but in the meanwhile, let's speak on those Iron Man hands. All right, Mr. Campbell. Yeah, the old repulsor spot right there to blast the repulsor ray. He's ready to go. He's definitely ready to go. All right. Well, yeah, we're still having a little bit of a loading. Here we go. It's coming together now. So we definitely have a couple of Uncle Sam's behind us on the wall. We've got a nice summertime parrot right there. And so let's get into explaining how we put the studio together. And look, come on, Fan Cam, you can do it. You can do it, Fan Cam. All right, here we go. Fanboy Cantina Summer Studio. Now, we are shooting outside, and if a plane comes by or something, or if there's some other distraction, we might have to default to the garage studio, but we kind of got that covered because we got our old pal Uncle Sam holding down the fort in the garage studio. So if we need to jump ship, we'll be good to go. So here was the previous exterior of the Fanboy Cantina Studio. Fence needed a little work, needed a little repair. It had it had aged past its time. So here's the first part of the business: fences going down, and then we were looking at going with a different orientation altogether. There, get a little bamboo in the works. So we can see we're partially under construction, bamboo and fence coming down. So here comes the new fence. We're going with a vinyl backdrop here. And then we wanted to get the reed fencing on the one wall and the bamboo fencing up on the other wall. Here we go. All right. So we had to get the door between the studio to the yard together, and we had to get some additions to the vinyl. We had to go a little bit higher up with some 8-foot tall posts. Now, as far as where did the bamboo come from? Well, it was out of Lowe's, and they also have the darker variety. And so far, so good. Stuff's holding up really nicely, really well. There's the new fencing as it was getting put together, and look at that crisp and clean look. Underneath the layer of the bamboo and the reeds, we've got some pretty solid new fencing there for our summertime studio. So after the walls came together, we put together some roof, and I think I'll just come over here and a little bit more. So after that rainproofing layer of the roof went in, we started to put in some reed fencing as a underlayer of the roof. As you can see, it's going in there, gets that real nice sunlight effect, letting in some light and blocking other light. I just really like the way it looks, and so there's some shots of that right there. This is now we're over at good old Menards for these pieces. Of course, Home Depot also has some material for us. All right, so here comes the roofing, and the roofing is kind of just like improvised roofing that comes out of Menards. We've got to have a little bit of tiki element going, a little bit of lights. And here's where you can't get this at Menards no more. This is a discontinued product, friends, but there we have it. Here's a little nighttime shot of how the studio looks and shot first. Save big money at Menards. Definitely the way to go for hand and for Menards. There we go. We got some lighting in the works there. The lights compliments of Amazon, and that's how it looked from Amazon. We do have some solar powered tiki characters to hang out with as well, and here comes the flooring, courtesy of Michaels, and the patio furniture, courtesy of good old Menards. Little bit of Bed Bath and Beyond end tables here as well, and again, there's what we're looking at out of Michaels, and just some other goodies that we have. A little bit of Party City influence here, and there's our Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay, so these guys on either side of the doorway here are also out of Lowe's, and so Lowe's also has some solar light up guys. Anyway, we're just trying to. Here comes the first airplane, so we'll see how much of a noise it's making. A couple of wind chimes there going. Here's an older edition roofing, which is not as rainproof, but I do like the canvas setup and the bamboo. It didn't really hold up. It wasn't as resilient as I wanted it to be, so we kind of needed to go in a different direction. All right. Oh, and in the process of all that, there was a bird who found his way into the garage, and he was just hanging out there. He made it out just fine. So, I don't mean to leave the bird there. All right. So here we go, having a Fanboy Cantina Summer Studio. Now some of the stuff we'll be looking to looking to put together. We've got a lot of exciting things coming besides 7-Eleven Day. There's the Clerks trailer just dropped. We're going to have Thor: Love and Thunder review coming up real soon, and we will come back and get together to speak on Ms. Marvel, and we got to finish up on Obi-Wan Kenobi. So this has just been a little visit from Mr. C, trying to give you guys some updates and stay a little bit connected. The trailer for Clerks did it. Yep, I did like the trailer for Clerks, and then I caught an extended sample, I suppose, and the writing, I would say the dialogue sounded just where it picked right up as it used to be. It was very true to character. What did you think of the trailer? All right. So, put Gilligan to shame. No, so okay, thanks, Mr. Campbell. As far as Gilligan goes, I didn't prep the screenshots for it, but I was trying to get an authentic Gilligan way about it, and just my stylistic choices were a little bit different from good old Gilligan and his island. No disrespect to Gilligan, that was a large inspiration for me to put all this together. Was getting some Gilligan way. I'm trying to speaking of Gilligan, I'm seeing if I can land this right. I like the yeah. So as we know, the character of Randall was written with all the good dialogue because Kevin was going to give himself that character to play at one point. So now it's not even self-fulfilling prophecy, but it's revisiting the true to life events for good old Mr. Smith. If I can get this right here, let me see if I can. So other stuff we got going on in the Summertime Studio. So here's some Five Below activity. These giant frisbee discs, most recently made for a real good time. They can either be used as they're designed, or they can go for some backyard baseball bases. Either way, it's pretty good. Again, we got a little mashup of a gnome and some 4th of July colors there, and then you're complete unless you get an authentic diver's helmet here. So we definitely got to make use of the stuff. All right, well, everybody, thanks for jumping in and hanging out with us for a few minutes tonight. This has been a update. Thanks, Hanshot. First, this has been an update on the Summertime Studio, and definitely we'll have plenty of stuff to review and speak on soon enough. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on the Fanboy Cantina.